up, y'all? It's your boy Frank Sirius,
What
a.k.a.
up?
Scooby, along with my guy, my partner.
Derek DC Vibe Home. Scooby only gave you one name today, man. We appreciate him. Good looking out, Scooby. Go ahead, give the rest of your names.
It's the godson, man. It's your boy Scooby, Mr. Original, Mr. Three Names. Y'all know what it is, man.
Where did Mr. Original come from?
I just made that shit up just now.
Like that, Joe.
I appreciate it. Appreciate
Man,
it. Sometimes I freestyle a little bit.
Today, hold on now. First of all, for you viewers out there that don't understand really what Prince George's County is, because we're not talking to the DMV people, right? We're talking to you guys that are out of state. Prince George's County is a county in Maryland that borders the eastern part of DC, right? So we got some real reputable people came out here, mainly athletes. PG County, you know what I mean? Not DC. You got this right? Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I mean? The late, great Lenny Bias. What'd you say? You say something?
I mean, PG County is bigger, pause, than DC, so.
All right. Well, whatever, man. Guess what? We got the vice chair. District 9.
That's right.
Own.
That's right.
Sydney Harrison in the building.
Y'all give it up for my man Sid.
Yeah.
True go-go fan in the building.
Absolutely, man. I was excited to come on today, man. You can tell me I get to come and talk about go-go for an hour, man?
There we
absolutely.
go. Yes.
Why shouldn't I be here? But come on.
Yeah,
Right.
but, well, we ain't gonna talk only about go-go. Now, we're gonna talk about go-go in a sense of, how you got into it, what made you fall in love. We're gonna get into all that. But first, I really want to know, and I know some people want to know, what it is you do for District 9 in PG County.
So I was elected by the people of District 9. I'm in my second term. I was elected in 2018. Prior to that, I was the clerk of the court, serving the county as a whole when it comes to being the administrative arm for the judiciary. But I was elected by the people right here in District 9. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's just, part of being changed, you got to work from the inside out. Mm-hmm. You can't work from the outside in. You know what I mean? And I've always known Prince George's County all my life, but the county council is the legislative branch of the county. Okay. So you have the executive branch, you have the legislative branch, and then you have the judicial branch. Okay. So I've worked in both branches thus far. Okay. But it's very important. Prince George's County is about 1 million people strong. We're about 88.8% persons of color. If we were considered a city, we'd be the 16th largest city in the United States of America. Yeah. That's
tough. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So is PG County larger than Montgomery County?
Well, we're actually the same when it comes to population density, but we're about 499 square miles. So, Frank, you were talking about, D.C. and then Prince George's. There's more people in Prince George's than there is in the District of Columbia.
Yeah.
That's how y'all get more athletes, because y'all got,
actually,
you got more shots.
Scooby, where you live at?
Right now? Today?
Yeah.
I live in Upper Marlboro, PG County.
Okay. All right. After you said.
So, Sid, in terms of, how things work, the inner workings of what it is you do, what's some of the neighborhoods? So, District 9 is, what's some of the neighborhoods in District 9?
Clinton, Brandywine, Aquasco, Cheltenham, Upper Marlboro, Eagle Harbor, Accokeek, Fort Washington. Mm-hmm. It's really the southern part of Prince George's County, which
all the black counties.
Yeah, man. And it's 38% of the land mass of the county. But what I do, 80% of my job is about land use and zoning, right? So Prince George's County as a whole, we have about 130,000 parcels of land in Prince George's County. And each of those parcels of land are zoned for a particular use. Mm-hmm. That means you have legal right to those uses of that parcel of land that is zoned. We on the county council, just for the first time, 2022, we rewrote our zoning code. First time in 50 years. Why is that important? Because you talk about quality of life, you talk about how those affect education, transportation, infrastructure, small business, healthcare infrastructure, business innovation corridors, health innovation corridors, things of that nature that take us from the 70s to 2025, right? That's where we are. And I just told you that Prince George's County is about 88.8% persons of color. So now we're talking about the black dollar, okay? And so Prince George's County, every year, we know that we have to do more to keep our dollars in our community, and there's ways to go about that. But
and develop some kind of equity.
Yeah, equity and access. That's what it's about.
So what I hear is that SiriusVybe we can get our own land.
Right.
Get some land, build a studio
for usage.
Our legal right. Exercise our legal right.
So do you oversee it for the county or just in your district?
Well, there's 11 members on the county council, 2 at-large members, and then you have 9 district members. But I oversee from my district, District 9. I work with my colleagues in certain areas of their districts as well. What we're all trying to do is ensure that we continue, as Frank said, is creating that equity and access right here in the county. You know, we are losing about $2 billion a year where people are going to other communities and spending their hard-earned Prince Georgian dollar in other communities. Just imagine what that $2 billion would look like in our own community.
Right.
Man, that's why we got to get out and vote. Vote, man. Vote, please. November coming, man. We got to vote. And talk a little bit about how important it is to, vote in your local elections as it is to vote in the national elections, because, everybody's talking about Kamala versus Trump. Talking about who's going to be the vice president. Yeah. And, we got.
Was you about to say Putin?
No Putin, man. I'm not Trump. I mean, I'm not Biden.
I just thought you hicked up a little bit.
Nah, man.
All right, I'm just making sure.
But everybody talk about that kind of stuff, but we don't talk about who's going to be our state sheriffs or district attorneys, the ADs. So, talk about that.
So what's important is all politics is local.
Okay.
Right? All politics is local. Elections are won locally. Okay? So it does matter who your school board representative is, who your Central Democratic Committee member is, who your delegate is, who's your state senator, who's your state's attorney, who's your council member, who is your county exec, who is your sheriff, who is your register of wills.
Yeah.
Things of that, these are, in each branch, each individual that is elected in those positions have certain particular roles and responsibilities for what they can do. The county council, I'm going to just say this, we just passed a $5.4 billion budget. Now, 62% of that goes to education. Then you got about 19% that goes, or 20%, anywhere from 19 to 22% goes to public safety. Now, that public safety is the sheriffs, it's the state's attorney's office, it's the court system, it's the Department of Corrections, it's the fire department, it's the Prince George's County Police.
Right.
But then you have another 3% that goes to the community college, the Prince George's County Memorial Library System.
Okay.
And then you got about 7%, Frank and Derek, that goes to the 27 county agencies that serve people each and every day.
Okay.
So, it's a, you got 1 million people, you got to provide that service, that top-notch service. It's important.
And what would you say the percentage of black people that probably don't go out and vote locally or make their votes count?
I would just say this. We have an important election right now. All right, this is probably one of the most important elections that we will probably experience that I've been alive. Okay, you have what's on the ballot. You have health care. You have tax reform. The tax reform policy of 2017 that the Republicans put in is expiring in 2017. Why is that important? Because they gave
it's
tax break.
It's expiring in 2024.
25.
25. Okay. All right.
Right.
It has to be voted now.
Yeah, and that's on the ballot. Which people don't realize is, we used to have deductions in our home if we own a homeowner. We're a homeowner. Well, unfortunately, they capped us, a SALT cap they call it. They capped us at $10,000. So meaning your property tax and
everything has to come up under that.
Yeah, under that $10,000.
Oh, that's tough.
So you can't claim anything over that. And then what has happened is they gave the top 1% tax breaks, and they stripped millions and millions of dollars away from the working middle class. And then teachers and firefighters and public safety people that could claim stuff about how they're dry cleaning, or teacher buying notebooks for kids. They could claim that. Well, you can't claim it anymore.
Right.
Like they cut that off. So that's on the ballot. What else is on the ballot is our 2 Supreme Court justices, because the next president of the United States will have the opportunity to appoint 2 Supreme Court justices.
Oh, man.
So
that's probably the most important.
We as people, we cannot sit home and hit the snooze button.
Nah.
We need to vote. Yeah. If you want change, you have to vote. And if you don't vote, then how can you complain? Because change starts from where? From the inside
out. Yeah.
Out, not from the outside in.
It is.
Yeah.
So, in your current position you're in, is it a limit to your terms?
I got 2 terms. So this is my 2nd term, and then that's it. So District 9 will be open again in another 2.5 years. So 2026 people will be running for that seat as well. But yeah, man, I've loved this ride so far, man. The greatest honor of my life to serve these folks, man, here in Prince George's County. The greatest county in the world, man.
Yeah, I wanted to piggyback off what you said about, not the importance of voting, because I think it's that important. I guess black people in particular have been, kept out of that process for so long.
Right.
Like, how do we ignite the excitement into the possible, possibly being a part of real change by voting into the young 18, 24-year-old that, whose parents grew up didn't vote, whose grandparents said, you know what, it ain't gonna matter anyway. Like, how do we ignite the excitement in that?
So I'm gonna just say this, man. I think our future is, our children are our future, right? Like, actually, I know that, right? They're gonna be the one that changes the world. You know what I mean? What we see in our future is gonna happen because of the work that they do, right? Right now, women's health is on the ballot, right? Like, why should anyone be telling a woman what they can do and what they can't do, right? Why should any one of us, that is in Congress or in the United States Senate, that don't look like or not a reflection of us, be able to say what our outcomes should be, right? Yeah. That shouldn't happen, man. This is about equity and access. This is about quality of care. This is about having the opportunity. Did you know this, man? This is startling. Home ownership across this country is at an all-time low, 50-year low. Okay?
I can believe that.
One of the biggest, when you talk about student debt of our children going to school, we want our children to have a great education. We want them to be able to experience higher education and things of that nature. But why should our children have to sell their souls in order to come home to compete for a job and be burdened with $200,000 worth of student debt?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that should not happen,
Yeah.
right? Education is the great equalizer. Why should it be used as a financial weapon against persons of color, saying, hey, you cannot, you know, your options are going to be limited based upon financial accessibility, right? Mm-hmm. And that should not happen.
Yeah. My dad used to say all the time, black people should either get free taxes or free education. Like, he just say that all the time. Like, we done paid enough over the 400 years that, you know, being in captivity and, frankly, building the country on our backs. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I would say, if whoever's listening, let's petition for either reparations, free education, or free taxes for life. I like the last one.
Free taxes for
life.
Well,
yeah, for
let
life.
me just say this: we do have to pay taxes because we do need services.
We do need services. I got you.
Okay, so what you pay with those taxes, you get your police, you get your fire. Like, if we didn't pay taxes, then who would show up?
Right. I got you.
So that is important. But yes, there should be an opportunity where we have equity and access to things. We should not be burdened with high amounts of student debt. We want our youth
at
to be
18,
able
19.
the social mobility factor of them being able to step into whatever career that they want to step into with not having financial concrete anchors around them.
Around the ankles, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
My bad, you want to ask something?
No, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead, Frank, before you forget.
Are we going? Are the Commanders going to be in PG County?
Well, let me say this, man. Let me say this. Like, let's be real, okay? They've been the home of the Washington Redskins, the Washington football team, and the Washington Commanders for the last 25 years, right?
Yeah.
And you saw Governor Wes Moore was at training camp yesterday, right? Now, I know we're in the spirit of competition. Fun fact, dog, Prince George's County is one of the top 4% counties in the United States of America. But guess what we're surrounded by? The top 1%. Okay. So the spirit of competition is great. But I'll say this, we are doing everything that we can within our power, within the tools in the toolbox, to ensure that the Commanders understand this is home for them.
Okay.
All right.
There
so
we go.
I'll just put it there. And I know we got our friends over across the river here, you know, pushing hard and doing videos in front of RFK, and you know, that's fine, that's great, that's dandy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we got FedEx. We own our 238 acres, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Commanders own that. So
not the city. I mean, not the
So we don't have to go through that.
I got you. Well, as a city boy, I grew up a city boy. I know I'm Upper Marlboro now, District 9.
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
But
let's talk about now, though. We're not just I don't like when you go back down memory lane.
You're right.
Where you live at now?
But I would love, honestly, I would love to see them go back to RFK. That's just me.
But you know how much hassle that'll be, though.
It'll be a lot of hassle. It'll be a lot of hassle.
Yeah.
But I think it's more nostalgia for me. I grew up 3 blocks from RFK, so I used to walk to the games with my pop, and you know. So for me, it's nostalgia.
Really selfish.
Now you can walk from Upper Marlboro, dog.
I can at least ride my bike. I don't know if I walk.
Right. Upper Marlboro.
Yeah, man.
A lot of ground.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your upbringing.
Yeah.
All right. So where did you grow up?
So real fast, man. I grew up in Fort Washington. Attended Prince George's County Public Schools. Was once a child in the foster care system. Was adopted. My parents had to fight for me for over 4.5 years to adopt me. You know, because back in the early 70s, they didn't allow cross-racial adoptions. I'm Italian and African-American. Mm-hmm. And so that was a big fight. They were able to win, and I was awarded into the Harrison family. Raised up Fort Washington, went to Potomac Landing Elementary, you know, went to Douglas High School. But Yeah, lived in Prince George's County all my life.
So you skipped Friendly and went to Douglas?
Yep, because my parents moved to Upper Marlboro.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
See how we all ended in Upper Marlboro, dog?
Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go.
Let's just put the stadium on 301.
Yeah. We need to build the infrastructure first.
All right, so when did you figure out that you love go-go?
It was 1984.
That's real specific. What happened in 1984?
You know, 80s had the best music, you know what I mean? And my buddy had a 1982 Rare Essence tape, and they were hitting Ribbon in the Sky. Mm-hmm. And I was hooked.
Michael Muse?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
And then, 9 years old, and was hooked ever since, man. Was hooked ever since.
So you got into it right around the same age as we got into it, 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, not the same year because, you're a little older than us.
Yeah, the white hair might be telling on me, dog. You know what I mean? But I'm going to say this, man. First, let me thank both of you all, man, because we used to hear growing up that rap music was going to die, go-go music was going to die.
Yeah.
But it was the reverse. You saw rock bands that didn't even make it.
Yeah.
But you have go-go bands that have stayed together longer, and really have taken the mantle and made sure that future generations understand the importance of go-go music, right? And what it means to this region, And I can't thank you all enough. Even how you've evolved the sound of go-go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got bands now just doing their thing. Of course, y'all's band is doing y'all thing. But you got, y'all remember Pleasure Band, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And now you got
Belladonna.
Belladonna, yeah. You got Casey's Black Alley's band. Yeah, they're doing their thing. Black Alley's really doing their thing.
So look at the vice chair know about his bands, man.
And look, but I'm gonna be honest. And then you got the Kimberly Michelle experience, and then it's empowering to see how people are taking the mantle. So my son's generation understands the importance of it. But my band growing up was Hot Cold Sweat.
Oh yeah,
man,
yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Hot Cold Sweat.
You must have used to stay down at that.
Tucker Road, man. Tucker Road had all the Go-Go's back in the day. You know what I mean?
Do my thing. You do your thing.
Hey, let me publicly say this. There's a song by Journey, Don't Stop Believing, that DC Vibe covers, and we owe it all to Vice Chair.
Yeah.
He recommended that song, and when we play it, hit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sydney, for giving me the song before giving it to Frank.
Hey, look, you did a great job, man. You did a great job.
I get the next recommendation though, man. You got.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Think of something up, man. You gotta give me something, man.
I give you something. But y'all.
SiriusVybe.